Hi. If you don't know me already, my name's Amanda. I just wanted to come on here and explain a couple things that I've been thinking about. For a long time, I've been thinking about humanity in general, humanity in its totality. So, basically, the Mayans talk about repeating cycles. And the way I think of it is, the pattern of the DNA strand. It goes like this. And basically, I think humanity and people individually just kind of ride this cosmic wave. You know, that's why sometimes we can feel so low, and sometimes we can feel so high. And I think the amount that you swing one way or the other, determines how far you can swing the other way as well. So what I found yesterday was really great. Is the day before that I had a huge headache all day. Nothing seemed to go right. I was extremely emotional. All I did was cry. I mean, everything made me sad, and I couldn't figure out why. Here I am trying to think things that make me smile and make me happy, and I didn't even know why I was crying. So I was having a hard time changing a thought when I didn't even know which thought was bothering me. And then I just decided at the end of the day that I was going to calm down and stop fretting over my horrible mood. And if I wanted to cry, I was going to let myself cry. And I did that. And afterwards, I started to feel peace. Whatever it was that was inside me was trying to get out. I finally let it out. And I felt so much better. And I was able to go to sleep and not have a headache. And I woke up the next morning, and it was like the best day of my life. Really, I was happy all day. Had something I had to do, so I had like a 4-hour drive one way. But even being in a cramped car, I drive a little Metro, it's quite small, it was fun. I turned up the radio, I sang the whole time, and I just felt elated. I had such a good day. I went to the class I had to go to, and that was one of the most enjoyable experiences I ever had, being in a classroom full of like-minded individuals. Helps. But yeah, I left there and came home and had just a wonderful night as well. So I think the reason I felt so good was because the day before I had felt so bad, so it was kind of like I had to see this dark side in order to find and truly appreciate the light side. And it sometimes I find the analogy of a pendulum. It's quite nice. We swing this way and this way. But see, just like pi in the Fibonacci sequence, the further the pattern goes along, the closer to pi it gets. If you do the math and the equations, they'll show you that, I don't even know how to explain it, but the more times the pattern works itself, it does this swinging motion, where it goes, away from pi towards pi, away from pi towards pi, away from pi towards pi, and you see pi is here at the bottom. But it's like the pendulum is settling out. So we get closer and closer to perfection with every swing, because each time it swings a shorter span. If that makes sense to you. I know I see it in my life. I swing from one dramatic, end of the spectrum to the opposite, and each time I learn to stop myself before I get way out here. You know, it's here instead. And then it's here. And then it's, closer to perfection until I've resolved whatever issue that is that I'm swinging wildly out of control on. To find the balance, the middle ground. And I think that's where the magic happens, is in the middle. Now, I started talking about humanity. If you think of humanity as like a life cycle of a person, I find that very helpful and interesting. The problem is, you end up thinking, okay, well, if humanity is a person, what life stage is it in? And with all the violence and the you did this to me, this victim mentality, this, gotta get even, gotta seek vengeance, all that stuff, sounds to me a lot like high school. So, humanity could very well be a teenager. And it's just getting to the point where it's deciding whether or not it's going to take responsibility and become that well-rounded individual that acts as it wants others to act, leading by example. I think that's the important part of growing up. People realize, they've got to stop acting childish if they want everybody else around them to stop acting childish. And I say childish, but not I don't mean childlike. I think that's what we need to return to, because I think as younger children, obviously not toddlers, they're kind of going through the same issues as teenagers in that respect, but 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, children are very cooperative, very loving, very lighthearted. They're usually not fearful unless they've been taught to fear. And they're playful and joyful. And I think that's where humanity is heading. We're joining with that child inside of us. We're becoming, yet we're becoming responsible at the same time. So we're responsible children.
Mama.
Come here. Be quiet, Mama's recording a video. Come see. See you? Is that Eamon?
Yeah.
This is my 2-year-old. He's teaching me a lot about life stages. I don't really remember being a toddler much myself, but I've had 2 great examples so far, so I know how difficult it can be. But it's his nap time, so I think that's going to be the end of what I was trying to express today. Just wanted to share it with everybody and see what you think. Have a good day.